What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mark Summers, Major Linux, MajorsHouse.com, and I just wanted to do a public service announcement. So early today, my wife she showed me an email saying that, hey, I think I may have been hacked. So I was like, whatever, you ain't been hacked. Until she showed me this email. It was on her phone at the time, but as you can see here, so I've actually scrolled up enough to where you can see it's my wife's name. I've referred to her several times, 15 times, but I've kind of obscured her email address. Hopefully, okay, I don't see it anywhere else. Where she hands me her phone and I see this message said, "Hey, your email address has been hacked." It says, "For your protection, your Apple ID is automatically disabled. We detected an invalid login attempt against your Apple ID from another IP location." Which actually, yeah, all these wordings sound weird once you read it out loud. Please update your information properly so that you can continue to enjoy your Apple account, which Apple is lowercase in this scenario. And then it proceeds to give actual information, saying that August 8th, 2018 at 10:54 p.m., which if you could look at the bottom part of my screen there, put that mouse on it, put that mouse right there. Yeah, it's 7:31 p.m. Granted, she got this email about half an hour ago, which still is 6:50. It was like 6:54 or something like that. Which, of course, if you were thinking about, like, of course, I thought about, so, well, Greenwich Mean Time. Okay, that's about 4 or 5 hours from now. Or, yeah, about 4 or 5 hours ahead or whatever, however you want to talk about time zones. So, okay, that kind of checks out. Apparently, it was the breach came in Gibraltar. They were using Linux and using Chrome, which, of course, to me, again, if it's like looking at this on my cell phone, or looking at this on my cell phone when she just hands it to me without seeing any other information, sure, it just does look like a hack. Now again, I would scroll up, but it would put her email address out there, so I'm not going to do that. But one of the things that I did notice is like the email address was like garbage@garbage.mail.apple.com, which didn't seem right. Also, this was a forwarded email, and I'm not sure where Apple would start forwarding emails. And of course, now everybody wants to go live on Mixer. Have fun with it, guys. All right, so after informing wife, all right, we're going to go upstairs. We're going to figure this out. Of course, apparently by loading up her email, to look at the email and actually go from there to try to lock it down. Because I initially thought it was legitimate because I did not see that information, like the forward and the garbage email address. I pulled it up and said, all right, so let's take a look at it. One, it was in junk mail, which good on Outlook for doing that. So, digging through there. But then, yeah, again, started looking at the email. So, okay, yeah, this is fake. This is a phishing attempt. So I went and explained to her what a phishing attempt was. And for those who do not know what phishing attempts are, it is people who are sending you illegitimate email posing as real companies to get personal information from you, whether it's a user account, passwords, social security numbers, what have you. So me being the idiot that I am, and of course I'm in an incognito browser, I went ahead and clicked that link. For one, this website takes forever to load. So there's one indication. For a comparison, Apple ID, Apple.com, super quick. So let's, oops. Sorry. I'm switching between Apple and when I'm sitting trying to move tabs over. Can't do that on a keyboard. Not that I'm aware of. But yeah, switching between an Apple keyboard layout and Windows keyboard layout. It's kind of weird. So yeah, for one, again, the Apple ID website loads up fairly quickly as opposed to the fake one. Here's the fake one. It took forever. And of course, at first glance, if you are not initiated to anything, and again, to me, like, wow, this actually looks really legit. Especially when I load it up, so man, they do look kind of the same, but they're not. They're actually weirdly different. I mean, they got subtle differences. Like for one, again, this is the real one. As you can see, it has my email address in it. You can see where, all of the highly paid Apple designers designed a beautiful website. Everything is symmetrical. Everything is nice, neat, in order. Whereas the fake one, everything is all spaced out in weird ways. It was formatted in some weird way where everything is all kind of spaced out. Doesn't seem to look right. Everything down here is just all over the place. And again, we can switch over to Apple's and, everything is nice and, formatted. Everything's where they need to be. So of course I went ahead and tested it out. So I'm going to go ahead and this is the real one. So I'm going to type in a fake email address that I created for another scammer earlier today. So business@MajorsHouse.com. It does work. If it starts getting abused, I can just get rid of it because it's actually an email alias to another account. So, and then I just type in a fake password. One, this should not work. One, because it was a fake password. Two, this is a fake account. This does not have an Apple ID. It should not work. Not at all. However, on fake site, one, that takes forever. Type in a fake password. That pops up. That's really odd, right? So, man, how does an Apple ID account that does not exist get locked? For one, see now, because I've done this before, they now have the same account twice. They're the same account, but maybe two different passwords. I don't remember if I've actually put in a real password or a fake one. I should have put in a fake one both times because, again, it shouldn't matter. The account doesn't exist. I don't know what password would go there. But yeah, so this is where things get really, really tricky. Or not really tricky, but very, very skeevy. And I didn't even scroll down on this page to where they're asking for your first and your last name, your birthday, phone number, home address, social security number, and credit card information, which is crazy. If you were ever locked out of an Apple ID, one, you would get a better email than that. But again, people who are uninitiated, or if you're looking at your cell phone, you would not know that was you may not know because again, like a lot of mobile email clients, they obscure a lot of information and will only show you support at Apple, which is what shows up at the top of the email and not an email address. Hooray. Why is it that people, when they log in, do they not know how to just start a stream the first time? Why are we stopping and starting streams? I've never understood that. And actually probably just need to remove the Xbox app from my computer. Anywho, also they wouldn't put that on a page that your account has been locked. If anything, they will probably give you the ability to just reset the password. That would just like essentially locking out for everybody else, but making sure that you can still get access to your account. But make sure you can verify your account through other means that are not asking for your social security number or credit card information. But the main thing here, which is to, really just kind of put a cap on all this, make sure that you have two-factor authentication. Of course, even though this was a fake attempt, and I mentioned to my wife, I said, yeah, this is fake. We're okay. Nobody hacked into your account. I still wanted to make sure that she knew that she needed to have two-factor authentication on her Apple ID account, or hopefully any account that she uses, but mainly this one because actually her account is tied to mine, which means she has access to my credit card information. And if someone were to hack her account, then they get access to mine. Even though I may be okay, I may use two-factor authentication. She didn't, then they can still get access to my stuff and start charging things to my card. But lo and behold, she did. So yay. Go Apple or go somebody. I don't know, because I didn't think I told her about two-factor auth. So go somebody for, having her do that, because that saved a lot of headache, a lot of time having to try to explain it. But yeah, so this is one thing to be careful and be wary of out there. I know there are a lot of people who are making phone calls who are trying to bilk people out of savings. Getting people to go out there and buy Google Play cards to pay for technical services that don't exist. But yeah, this is one of the oldest tricks in the book here, using phishing attempts to try to get information. And somebody who did not know would totally do this. And I wish you could see my face here. I wish I can show it to you, but this is insane. A social security, entering a social security number, your banking information. They are really out here to get somebody. And that's, I'm glad she did show this to me, because this is scary. This is scary that they're actually trying to get all this information. This is enough information to steal your identity. On top of the fact, let's not forget that they do have, for people who are who unsuspectedly who unwillingly fell for the scam, they have your Apple ID. So they've got that. They can lock you out of that. They can lock you out of all your devices. They can wipe your devices. I would not be surprised if whoever actually got that and who actually got the information from me, the business at MajorsHouse.com, if they didn't actually, if they noticed I didn't go through with the rest of this, that they didn't try to lock me out of my phone. Like if I actually had a dummy Apple account, which again, I could totally sign up for and attach it to another iOS device. I can disassociate my iPad with the rest of my iCloud account, assign it a new Apple ID, and then see if if I were to give it fake credentials, go back to the site, give them the fake credentials, what they would do to that iPad. It'd be really interesting to see what they would do. I mean, granted, they can lock me out of that account, and it's whatever. I can care less what they do. They can have the account. I don't care. I can just, wipe the iPad myself and then reattach it to, my Gmail. But then again, too, like, I don't know. I mean, for all I know, they could actually just break the iPad itself and I may not be able to use it. So that's why I don't do it, because I don't know what the extent of what these guys would do to iOS devices. But this is a really scary thing that, there are companies out there, there are people out there who are maliciously trying to take advantage of you. And of course, like these are actually dummy links here. I mean, I'm not sure if you can hear me click, but I'm clicking on these things and nothing's working. So there's nothing to go, like it looks real, but it's not. No search, no store. Can I sign out? I can't even sign out. The only thing I can do is fill out this information. But yeah, so don't do it. Please be careful of where you click on things on the internet. Do not click things that you don't know about. Don't do it. Just don't. Just take it personal. Public service announcement from the Major. Please be careful what you click. Please be careful where you're putting your information in, because there are people out there that are out here to steal it. And this is something. This right here is something. If you don't think it'll happen to you, be careful. It almost happened to my wife. So, yeah. Just be careful.